All right, so I was listening to this Ghostface song, All I Got Is You. I'm sure we all know this song. I've listened to this song so many times, especially as a kid growing up, heard this song many times. But I reheard the song. I heard the song again today for the first time in years, as a full-grown adult. And some of the bars kind of made me sick a little bit. Obviously, the song is a very touching song, great song by Ghostface Killah. To me, Ghostface has one of the best rap voices in rap history. One of my favorites all time. He's my favorite in the Wu-Tang Clan. This is one of his songs that is very deep, very personal, which there's not a whole lot of songs like that early in Ghostface's career. Ghostface is talking about the poverty that he grew up in, his family. For some reason, like these bars just turned my stomach this time when I heard them. So he has these bars here talking about his parents, his grandmother, but then it's this part right here, which is probably the most infamous part of the song. 15 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment. Crazy. Think about that, bro. Like, all this has never stood out to me, but it stood out to me when I heard the song the other day. 15 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment.
15 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Like, the way Ghostface kind of describes this, it makes it sound like he grew up like in a third world country or something. And I know you can say, Troy, their poverty, it exists in the US. Don't be so ignorant as to think that poverty doesn't exist. I get it. But bro, 15 niggas in a 3-bedroom apartment? And that's like what, 5 people to 1 room. And yo, I don't forget where I came from. I was once in a situation where it was 5 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment. So proportionally, it's the same. Proportionally, you got 5 to a room, basically. But this is a lot of people in one house, man. I ain't gonna lie. Then he continues, roaches everywhere.
Roaches everywhere.
In this, little scheme, there's an emphasis on roaches, which I'll get back to later. So again, I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. I was one of 5 people in a 1-bedroom apartment, but we ain't have roaches. But also they're in New York. Ghostface is in New York City. Roaches, are common there. They're basically a citizen in New York City. Roaches everywhere. And think about this, a lot of us grew up in, poverty, lower income. Having roaches is something different though. You could be in the hood and not have roaches. You could be in the suburbs, somewhere super clean, and have roaches though. So it's not really, roaches aren't really a poverty thing. It's more of a cleanliness thing. So I'm thinking about all the roaches, which is just turns my stomach, on one hand. And then just the state of the house, the apartment they live in, for there to be roaches everywhere. Everywhere.
4 in the bed, 2 at the foot, 2 at the head.
4 of us in the bed, 2 at the foot, 2 at the head. So, I understand. But 4 people in 1 bed? So this probably is not a California king. Like, how big is this bed? 4 of y'all? So 2 at the foot, 2 at the head. So your head is here, and then the person next to you, they're sleeping with their head to your feet. So you got like 2 pairs of feet right next to you. 2 at the foot, 2 at the head. I ain't like to sleep with John. He peed the bed.
I didn't like to sleep with John. He peed the bed.
So don't let somebody pee the bed, man. Everybody waking up wet. This is hard times, man. 7 o'clock. Plucking roaches out the cereal box. So this is the return of the roaches. There's an emphasis on roaches.
7 o'clock, plucking roaches out the cereal box.
So for him to mention this so many times, in just a couple bars, it's a lot of roaches in this place. There's roaches in your food. And the way he describes the roaches also makes me a little sick. Plucking roaches out the cereal box. So it doesn't just mean that the roaches, they're chilling on the wall, they're chilling in the nooks and crannies of the house. They're in your food. And in a way, I don't know if Ghostface meant it like this, but the way he's describing plucking the roaches out the cereal box, it sounds like he's removing the roaches so he can then eat the cereal. Like, I can't pour the cereal until I pick the roaches up, because I'm not trying to eat a roach. And roaches lay eggs, so you're going to eat the cereal what the roach was in. They probably made it and laid eggs, and you about to eat that. I don't know if that's what he meant. But plucking roaches out the cereal box, like, if there's roaches in the cereal box, you just throw the whole cereal box away, right? Why do you need to pluck them out? Because you about to eat the cereal. This shit just made me a little sick when I heard it. Um, it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. This is like probably Ghostface's best song, and there's obviously a lot of sentiment here. There's days I had to go to Tech's house with a note stating, "Gloria, can I borrow some food? I'm dead broke." So his parents are sending him to the neighbor's house with a note, sending him with the note that the parents wrote, and yo, we need to borrow food. He's embarrassed. He couldn't stand to knock at the door. His friends might be there and laugh at him. The whole song is a very sentimental, very serious song actually, and a tearjerker at times, especially if you may have grown up like this or have had stints in your life where you were in poverty like this. So I don't mean to make fun of the song. That's not the point. It's just about how I've heard this part of the song so many times. 15 of us in a three bedroom apartment, roaches everywhere, cousins and aunts was there. I've heard this part so many times, but it was only on my most recent listen that it kind of turned my stomach, like, and I realized the gravity of it. When I was younger, when I would hear this, I would just be like, "Oh man, they grew up hard and whatever." The bars just kind of came and went, and I didn't think too much into it. This time, everything he said, I was like, roaches are everywhere, and you pick them out the cereal box. I was like, 15 people in a three-bedroom apartment. That's a lot of people, man.
I mean, he had that shit sounding real disgusting. Like,
Great Ghostface song though, off his best album, Iron Man. So I don't know. It's funny how with rap sometimes you can hear the same song 3, 4, 5 times, 30, 40, 50 times, but on certain listens you may pick up things that you didn't otherwise pick up. Here on this song, it wasn't like I picked up bars that had previously went over my head and I'm just now understanding the bar. The gravity of the situation that Ghostface describes really just like smacked me in the face this most recent time that I listened. Great song though. And shout out to Mary J. Blige, she's on the hook. So anyways, I just had to put that out there. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.